Today we're going to discuss the expenses involved in buying a property. Leonita and I are going to take you through it.
These are what we call transfer costs, and they include conveyancing fees, stamp duty, deeds office registration fees, etc.
We'll see you after the break.
House of Stone, your property, our priority. Takavimbika, Sitembegile. We are House of Stone Properties, a global brand that offers you real estate services. Oh yeah, and to provide convenience to tenants.
Costs is money paid to a conveyancer who is a legally registered professional.
A conveyancer issues a pro forma invoice which has costs such as conveyancing fee, stamp duty, transfer duty, hostages, and other sundries, etc.
Leonita, would you explain to us what conveyancing fees are all about?
Just in a short summary, because I'm not a conveyancer, so I'm not going to use the legal jargon of conveyancing, but it's fees that are paid to the conveyancer. When a buyer buys a property, basically the transfer cost, which include the conveyancing fee, is charged according to the purchase price. The value of the property and is in accordance with the conveyancing tariff, which is gazetted in the Government Gazette and in consultation with the Law Society of Zimbabwe.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
So only legal practitioners who are registered conveyancers can prepare and execute this paperwork because it is a complex procedure.
Yes, it's a complex procedure and it requires a certain set of skills. Not everyone and anyone can do conveyancing, and not every lawyer is a conveyancer. So a buyer has to know that they're dealing with a conveyancer, not just a legal practitioner.
And also, who actually nominates the conveyancer?
The conveyancer is nominated by the seller, but it is also the ethical duty of the conveyancer to act in the best interests of the buyer.
Stamp duty. This is a tax levied on a property, a movable property, including single property purchase.
It is calculated on the value of the purchase price in terms of the Finance Act and levied on progressive rates.
And the amount paid depends on the value of the property.
Yes, the higher the purchase price, the higher the stamp duty.
And payable in the currency of the transaction.
Yes, Liane, if you pay in RTGS, you pay your stamp duty in RTGS. If you pay in United States dollars, you pay your stamp duty in United States dollars.
Now, are there any exemptions?
Yes, we've got like a divorce order,
an inheritance,
and we've got a charitable and ecclesiastical and educational body, which is recognized by the government as a public body and approved by the minister. Moving on, Liane, we're discussing the last point, which is the registration fee.
Registration fees are like administration fees, which are paid at the deeds office. Registration of new deeds costs $20 or 2,000 RTGS.
Okay, so the buyer, in conclusion, the buyer pays between 3 and 9% in total transfer costs, and the buyer is also liable to pay rates in advance. So you have to pay 3 months in advance for rates.
All right. So Leonita, to conclude on this video, do you have any tips for buyers?
Yes, just one tip for the buyer. Like we said, the transfer costs amount to about 9%. So it's always prudent to put aside money for transfer costs. And especially for those that are getting mortgages, we've had a number of issues where buyers have come to us saying, oh, I've got a mortgage bond of 2 million and they use the whole 2 million and they don't have money for transfer costs. So always make a contingency plan for transfer costs.
Yeah, we really don't want our buyers scrambling for extra money.
Definitely.
We would like to say goodbye and
Subscribe to our channel and follow us on our social media pages. See you next time. Cheers.
bye.